Gemini, hey there, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of November 2nd through November 8th. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About Me section on my channel. Anything you need to know about leaving a donation or booking a personal reading, you can find in the description box below. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at, it can be anywhere from married, single to married, and anywhere in between. We're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection you have in mind, the energy the other person brings to the connection, and then a potential outcome between the two. All right, let's get right into it. So the energy you bring to this connection is the Death card, transformation. The energy your person brings is the Two of Cups. The energy, I was just going to keep going back and forth there. This keeps happening to me this week. The potential outcome is the Emperor. And then the Page of Swords is the overarching energy. Knight of Cups under there, so love. Three of Cups, celebration. We do have the Devil under there. The Ace of Swords, maybe some clarity, communication. Eight of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you. Strength. So it looks like there's some heaviness here. I'm not gonna lie, but I know Geminis, and I know that even in times that are tough, you guys can boss through pretty much anything. So we're gonna get through it. With all of that, the Page of Swords is sort of an inquisitive person. Obviously, we always on YouTube relate it to online spying, but which, by the way, is absolutely normal. So if you are doing that, go ahead, whatever. We're all it's like this day and age, that's what you do, so who cares. But the Page of Swords mostly, most importantly, if I was like just doing a regular reading, would just mean that this connection, maybe even you're just getting to know each other, or you're getting to know yourselves. You're taking in information either way. The Page of Swords is a sponge, likes to absorb knowledge, and whatever knowledge that is, whatever you're interested in at the moment, you're very good at absorbing the information that you need around that issue or around that situation. You are like a sponge. So the Death card is transformation. It's a death and rebirth. It's really about, and look, you can see all like the plants regrowing. It's really about almost the murder of, I'm sorry that sounds so awful, of our old self, the self that wasn't serving us, the self that didn't know who we were, the self that didn't appreciate who we were, didn't know our own gifts, didn't know. So we're like, okay, you know, it's an ego death is what it is. It's a death to the person that everybody told us we had to be all of our lives, and a rebirth of the new magnificent us that we've been hiding all along. That's what I'm getting right now. The Two of Cups, your person, whoever you have in mind, is, or sometimes this turns out to be somebody you don't even know is there in your energy field. But for the sake of us knowing what we're talking about right now, the Two of Cups is this, your other half. This person is, we'll get more to the story, obviously, but it seems that this really could be something, a very strong soul connection. I have heard people say that it can mean karmic, but I don't really see it that way. I just see it as two very strong, two people that are very strongly connected by the soul. So the Emperor is your outcome, or your potential outcome of this connection. And honestly, the Emperor, everybody, he can be closed off. But I really just see him as the ruler of his own world. And so I do see the connection's outcome being very strong, very powerful, and kind of a power couple is really what I see when I see the Emperor, especially in that position, in the potential outcome position. So we will get to more on the story. All right, let's get more on Gemini's energy in this connection. Gemini's energy in this connection. Well, there you are, Gemini, King of Swords. Judgment and the Star. Wow, first of all, three major arcanas that mean major transformation. and major healing. Wow, you guys, what are you going through right now? I mean, this is major. I can't even, I'm stuttering. This is such a serious energy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this King of Swords energy gets a bad rap, but I will tell you, when you're going through this type of transformation, you better be King of Swords, because when you're going through this transformation, it takes like this vulnerability that if you have anybody around you that has any ill intentions for you, and I'm not, you know, people don't even know they do, but if people watch you transforming and thriving, and they haven't done that themselves, they will try to deter your path, okay? So this King of Swords, I feel like, is you slicing every single connection off where you, and you need to, in order to do this wild amount of transformation that you must be going through right now. Wow, and then the Star card is just like this powerful, it's all happening for a reason is what I'm getting right now, and this is your new you coming into your own. This is all of it. It's just like you really turning into the you've always been meant to be. You know, and then doing some healing from it's the universe. It's like angelically being healed at the same time. It's not like you're sitting in bed, you know, well, maybe you are. But the angels are assisting you through this transformation and are, God, I know the feeling. I'm getting a feeling that is, it feels lonely. It feels excruciating, to be honest with you, when you go through this kind of a rebirth. And then, I mean, again, I will just sit in bed and cry, and the angels are working on you, you know, God, whatever you want to call it, source, is literally working on you, kind of healing up all your little owies as you lay there and cry, or whatever it is you do when you're healing. You know, not all of us are going to do that. I'm a little dramatic, but wow, this is powerful. This is, well, you guys always have such powerful readings, but this is a major transformation that you must be going through. And I'm going to tell you, this isn't just for the week of the reading. This is something that you've probably been going through for a year now or something like that. And I'm almost feeling this wrap up of all of these cycles and transformations at this time. So, wow, you guys. I'm always here, obviously, first of all, because this is actually what I'm here for, because I went through some of the darkest nights of the soul, and I was just like, I at the same time, I cut every single human being off that I had in my life, including my family, my straight up immediate family, with the exception of my children. But I had to, because none of them were healed, so they were kind of, you know, making me feel crazy, or like I wasn't doing the right things, and I needed to cut everybody off so I could go through this transformation. It's not simple. It is extremely complex, and it will, you know, to the mere minion, or the mere mortal, it will look like you are losing your mind, but you're losing your ego and gaining your soul, and it's wild. But because humans have such a simple mind, oftentimes they can't really wrap their head around spiritual gifts or spiritual awakenings. So it's important that you cut off anybody who will try to make you think what you're going through is crazy. You're not. It's literally a gift, and it's not a comfortable gift at first, but it gets there. I promise you that. Okay, so anyways, on your person's energy. Oh, Jesus. So it looks like they're going through a bit of an ego death themselves. There's definitely ending something. Maybe, I don't know if it's you are ending something with them. During a transformation like this, it's almost like you can't take anybody but your children with you. I don't know. Because you're a completely different person. You know, the people that you have held on to your entire life, including family, this is crazy to me, but including family, have known the fake you, and that is who they're accustomed to. And they are going to, at every you know, bit of you trying to be the real you, that's going to be resisted by anyone who isn't going through that. So I'm wondering if this strong connection you're having is coming to an end. We'll get more to the outcome. The Emperor here makes sense, though, but we have them, you know, being, you know, sad, feeling down, as well as defeated. And it looks like they're having to be strong through whatever this is that is going on. So let's see, again, what is going on with the outcome here. This is, usually we have such great readings that I'm shocked at the same time. Life isn't like that. We don't just get to have great everything. But again, I'm not trying to be incompassionate. I love you so much, and I'm here if you need anything. But I will tell you that through this darkness, this sort of dark night of the soul almost is what it feels like, is the only way to get to the true, pure happiness, blissful, like, authentic happiness. So, yikes. I think we're going to come out of this literally, like, having to be selfish. I do think this is a breakup. I'm sorry. I honestly, it felt so powerful, and it is powerful. I'll tell you that if this is a breakup, this is a breakup that needs to happen for you to become the true, authentic you. But here we have the Nine of Pentacles in the outcome, which is I don't necessarily read that as a single card like everybody else does, but with all of this being here, I do feel like we are going to separate and become our own independent selves. What I will tell you is what's magical in this sort of situation, and it's not always easy to do, is really just obviously pray for yourself and you come first. But and I do see a bit of that winning at all costs. I will say the less you can fight in this situation and the more you can pray for their comfort and safety and happiness through this, the more comfortable, happy, safe, and content you'll be through this as well. I really always try very hard, no matter how bad my feelings are hurt, no matter how badly somebody treated me, even if it was just stone cold, what people like to call just being a jerk or just being an a-hole, I am aware that none of that comes from a place of being happy or content or fulfilled. It comes from a place of fear and sadness and whatnot. So anyways, obviously, I'll punch them in the face for you, but what will bring you the most sanity and the most comfort is really trying to be compassionate about their side of things as well, and obviously be very compassionate with yourself. You're going through something major. Like I said, this isn't a little thing that you're going through, and I'm going to get you a fairies card. It does look like once we let it go, there will be either, like, I almost feel this passionate new beginning in your own independence. I don't know. This is obviously for a specific amount of people that are going through some sort of, and I'm guessing, a karmic relationship. And when you're in a karmic relationship, first of all, karmic relationships are mandatory to get to these huge transformations. As far as I'm concerned, it's almost like we need to be pulled into excruciating amounts of pain in order to start and get through these transformations that we go through to become the true authentic us. And not everybody gets to go through that ego death and that really connecting fully to higher self and your soul or whatever. So that is, this is only going to happen to somebody who's going to have like a calling here on earth. And so believe it or not, no matter how in the midst of the pain you are, this is all because you're wildly gifted in being called. Like that's as clear as I can explain it. And so you do have some passionate new beginnings, I think, coming independently that are going to fill and feed your innermost passions. Lost and Found is the fairy card we got. It says, what was once lost is about to be found thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things that we never realized were lost. The real us. It's really powerful ending to this magical reading. And again, I'm not trying to lighten this. This is a very heavy feeling. I almost feel nauseous with this reading. So I know you're not going through something light. But what you're doing is, just like that fairy said, is you're finding yourself that you might not have even known was lost. Like, this is a real spiritual awakening at its finest, as far as I can see. And do definitely keep yourself protected from people. Even, people don't even know their intentions aren't good for you because they are so lost. They're so lost still, and you are being found. And I love it. And I know again, like I said, you can email me. Whatever, comment below. I am always here for you, for real. I don't just say that every week. I'm dead serious. I love you so much.